Rosie is a college student. She is very beautiful and has always been admired by everyone that she meets. She feels very much confidence even to go out without proper makeup. She feels that she is naturally beautiful, and so, even if she is on a no makeup day, she feels gorgeous. But some of her friends sometimes tell her that she looks very much gorgeous after doing a makeup. But Rosie just dismisses it as if it never has any power to collapse her confidence about her being beautiful. But Rosie is weak in maths. So, whenever someone talks about Max, she becomes very nervous about that. She tries very hard to avoid the topic. She feels that if the topic moves to the point where every of her friends start to discuss their marks in Max, she would want to stand in front of them like an stupid person. So she is very panic around this topic of Max or even anything that relates with Max. She even starts to see her Max teacher as a walking nightmare. So, friends, can you see the difference here? When we know what our strength is, we are very confident, even when someone tries to say otherwise. Because deep down in our mind, we know the power of our strong points and as well as the strength that we possess here, right? So, not even a single comment or even the whole world can really collapse our confidence about our strength, right? But when it comes to weakness, it is also strongly written in our mind that how much miserable we could be when these weaknesses are being discussed, right? So, how can we change that? How do we treat this weakness so that we don't want to enter into panic mode? First, try to accept your weakness as if you accepted your strengths. Maybe you are asking, how can I accept my weakness, friend? Strength is something which is giving me confidence, and so I'm so very happy about it. But when it comes to weakness, I feel like as if I'm standing naked in front of others. It is so much irritation for me. I don't want to accept my weakness. If this is your point, let me once again request you to, or let me just suggest you to accept your weakness here. Of course, from accepting your weakness, you will get a freedom to work on that. When you're not ready to discuss about your weakness or when you're not ready to even think about it, it is kind of like a monster trying to just gulp you down. But once when you put that all in front of you, it is like a visitor coming as a thought or anything, and you can talk with that like, what is your problem, why are you being in the weak side of mine, or how can I change this aspect of mine, do you have any suggestions regarding this? So when you ask like this to you or to that particular weakness that you possess, something is going to change about it. Like in Rosie's case, she is weak in maths. Of course, we all know that right now. But she thinks her weaknesses are completely a weakness and there is nothing she could do to change that into a strength. So, is that the problem of weakness or the problem of her perception? What do you think about it? Like she could work on max, like she could put extra efforts on it, she could just go for a tuition, or she could just put another 3 hours more into that subject so that she can just improve her score a lot in that subject. And one fine day, who knows, she may be the topper of the class. So, how it could be achieved? When she tries to change her perception regarding the weakness, this change could be achieved. This beautiful day could be witnessed. So when she becomes topper in maths, will she feel panic? She would be so pleased to discuss that how she transformed herself from that poor student to this topper person, right? So what is changing here? Yes, we need to change our attitude towards our weakness. How do we handle our weakness? That is where we have to work on our part. One fine day, if a person tries to tease you regarding your weakness, but you may be working on that, but still that person tries to tease you, you may be telling that person, like, I'm okay with that. I'm working on it. I've improved a lot. And even I'm improving. So I don't feel anything bad about it. That person may be shocked. That's all right. But you are just going to glow with your confidence. So, from where this glow of confidence appears, when you try to accept yourself very wholeheartedly, this beautiful thing is going to happen. And even you will be so pleased to meet your that self. if there is any weak points in us, and there is no rule that all our weak points need to be completely in the same mode till we end up in grave. There is no rule like that. We always have a choice to work on our weak points, and we can just make our weak points into the strengths that we possess. Why not? Life is all about making choices. Why don't we make a beautiful choice so that we could just bloom into a beautiful flower, where this flower can really inspire other flowers to bloom? So, your life and your perception regarding life, everything will change very beautifully when you accept yourself very wholeheartedly. So, think about it, friend. By telling you all this, your moon friend is vanishing with a very last question to you guys. Friends,